Open your last bank statement. Find the line that says fees. Now multiply that number by 12. Now multiply it by 20. Now compound it at 7% per year, which is roughly what a simple unit trust would have done with that money. I'll wait. That number you just calculated? That's what your bank has quietly taken, or will take, from your wealth. For most South Africans, it's over our 500,000. Not in one transaction, not in one scandal. Quietly, monthly, fee by fee, for decades. Welcome to Monel Money Lab. Today we're talking about the most legal, most invisible wealth destruction happening to ordinary South Africans right now, and exactly what you're going to do about it after this video. Here's the story your bank tells you. It's just a few rand a month. Admin fees, service fees, notification fees. It's the cost of modern banking. And here's what that story is designed to make you do. Nothing. Because when the fee is small, you don't fight it. You don't even notice it. You swipe. They charge. Repeat. Every month. For your entire working life. But compound interest doesn't care whether the money flowing through it is working for you or against you. It just multiplies in whatever direction the money is going. And right now, for millions of South Africans, that compounding is working entirely in your bank's favor. Today we're going to do 4 things. 1. We open the actual fee structures of South Africa's biggest banks and show you exactly where your money is going. 2. We run the real numbers on what those fees cost you over 20 years. 3. We compare those fees against what digital banks are charging. And 4. We give you a step-by-step switching guide so you can start reclaiming your money this week. Let's go. Real fee breakdown. FNB, Nedbank, Standard Bank. The 20-year cost calculation. Big bank versus digital bank comparison. Your step-by-step switching guide. Let's look at the actual numbers. We're going to analyze 3 of the most popular accounts in South Africa. And I want you to notice something as we go through these. Not just the total, but how many individual fees there are. Because each one feels small. That's the design. First, the FNB check account. One of the most widely held accounts in the country. Monthly administration fee. That's just for having the account. 109 rand. ATM cash withdrawals. FNB charges you per rand drawn. If you're taking out 500 rand 3 times a month, and most South Africans are, that's between 30 rand and 60 rand, depending on whether you're at an FNB ATM or another bank's machine. Point of sale transactions, card swipes at shops, around 3 to 7 rand per swipe. If you're swiping 8 to 12 times a month, that alone is our 36 to our 84. Debit order processing, typically 5 to 7 rand per debit order. If you have 5 debit orders, gym, insurance, subscriptions, that's 25 to 35 rand. SMS notifications, you're paying for those alerts that tell you money left your account. 55 cent per SMS. If you get 10 SMSs a month, that's 5 rand and 50 cents small? Yes. Pointless? Also yes. Tally it up, and an average FNB check account holder is spending 450 to 700 rand per month in fees. Nedbank's current account tells a very similar story. Monthly admin fee, around 120 rand. Cash withdrawals at Nedbank ATMs, approximately are 8 per transaction, plus 1 rand and 80 cent per 100 rand withdrawn. Take out 1,000 rand. That's a 26 rand fee. At another bank's ATM, add 10 to 14 rand on top of that. Debit orders, 6 to 8 rand each. SMS notifications, similar pricing at around 60 cent per SMS. Card swipes, once again, between 3 rand and 6 rand per transaction. We're looking at 400 rand to 620 rand per month for a moderately active account user. Standard Bank's Transact account is slightly different. It's positioned as a transactional account, not a full check account. But don't be fooled by the name. Monthly fee, around 68 rand. Cash withdrawals at Standard Bank ATMs, 8 rand 50 cent base, plus a percentage of amount withdrawn. The Transact account charges per transaction for nearly everything. That includes buying electricity or airtime through the app. Each one costs you. Even checking your balance at an ATM, that's not free. 1 rand 50 cent per inquiry. Added up for someone doing normal, everyday banking, we're still at 300 rand to 500 rand a month. Summary table. Bank account estate monthly fees FNB check account 450 to 700 rand Nedbank current account 400 to 620 rand Standard Bank Transact 300 to 500 Rand average across the 500 Rand per month. Here's where most bank fee conversations stop, at the monthly number. They tell you you're paying are 500 a month in fees. You think, okay, that's annoying. And then you do nothing. Because 500 Rand a month doesn't feel like a crisis. It feels like a takeaway dinner you're giving up. It feels manageable. So let's zoom out. Let's talk about what 500 Rand a month actually means when you apply the most powerful force in personal finance, compound time. Now, here's the good news. You do not have to pay those fees. There are banks, legitimate, FSCA-regulated, registered South African banks, that have made it their entire business model to charge you almost nothing. Let's do a direct comparison. Comparison table, animate in row by row. Account monthly admin fee ATM withdrawal debit orders estimated monthly total. F&B check, monthly admin fee. 109 Rand ATM withdrawal. 3 Rand and 50 cent to 8 Rand per 100 Rand. Debit orders. 6 Rand each. Estimated monthly total. 450 to 700 Rand. Nedbank current. Monthly admin fee. 120 Rand ATM withdrawal. 8 Rand plus 1 Rand and 80 cent per 100 Rand debit order. 7 Rand each estimated monthly total. 400 to 620 Rand standard bank. Transact. Monthly admin fee. 68 Rand ATM withdrawal. 8 Rand and 50 cents plus percent. Debit orders. 5 Rand each estimated monthly total. 300 to 500 Rand. Capitec Global 1 monthly admin fee. 7 Rand. ATM withdrawal. 9 Rand per withdrawal debit orders. Included 50 to 120 Rand. TymeBank everyday monthly admin fee. 0 Rand. ATM withdrawal. 0 Rand at Pick in Pay or Boxer debit withdrawal. Or 0. Estimated monthly total. 0 to 25 Rand. F&B Easy Account. Monthly admin fee. 0 Rand. Debit swipe based included estate monthly total. 0 to 60 Rand. Discovery Bank monthly admin fees. 80 to 145 Rand debit orders. Varies by tier ATM withdrawal. Included. Estimated monthly total. 80 to 300 Rand. Let's talk through these. Capitec. 7 Rand per month administration fee. That's not a typo. 7 Rand. Cash withdrawals are flat rate at 9 Rand each. If you're using their app for payments and debit orders, you're looking at 50 Rand to 120 Rand a month total for most account holders. Capitec is now the largest retail bank in South Africa by customer numbers. There's a reason for that. TymeBank. 0 monthly fee. 0. TymeBank makes money on interest and business services, not on admin fees. If you do your cash withdrawals at Pick in Pay or Boxer, where they have kiosks, that's also free. For the average South African who does most of their transacting digitally, TymeBank's monthly cost could genuinely be 0 to 25 Rand. F&B Easy Account. Free if you do your transactions digitally. F&B has quietly made this account very competitive because they know the comparison is brutal for their check account. No monthly fee if you're app active. This is an option if you want to stay with F&B, but stop paying the full check account rates. Discovery Bank. More complex. Fees depend on your Vitality Money tier. If you're young, healthy, and financially active, you can unlock significant fee rebates. But for most people, this is not the cheapest option and requires more management than the others. The summary? The gap between a traditional bank account and a digital bank account is 300 to 650 Rand per month. That's the number we're working with. That's your raise. That's your investment. Sitting right there. Whether you switch banks immediately or not, you need to understand the 7 specific fee generators that are draining your account. These are the mechanisms, and most of them can be eliminated or dramatically reduced starting today. 1. ATM cash withdrawals. ATM withdrawals are among the most expensive things you can do at a traditional bank. Every Rand you pull out has a fee attached, both a flat transaction fee and a per Rand fee. The fix? Go digital wherever possible. Use Tap to Pay. Use your app. When you do need cash, withdraw larger amounts less frequently. 1 500 Rand withdrawal costs less than 5 100 Rand withdrawals. And if you're with TymeBank or Capitec, use their specific ATM networks or retail cashback options. 2. Manual teller transactions. Walking into a branch and doing a transaction at the counter is the single most expensive way to bank. Banks charge a premium for human-assisted transactions. We're talking R50 to R80 per transaction at some institutions. The fix? Use your app. Use ATMs. Use online banking. Reserve branch visits for things that literally cannot be done any other way, like FICA updates or disputing a fraud case. Every other transaction should be digital. 3. SMS notifications. You're being charged to receive news about your own money. That's the reality of SMS notification fees. Some accounts charge 50 cents to 1 rand per SMS. The fix? Switch to app notifications. Every major bank now offers free in-app transaction notifications. Go into your settings, disable SMS, enable push notifications. It takes 4 minutes. It will save you 60 rand to 120 rand per year, permanently. 4. Monthly administration fees. The base fee you pay just for existing as a customer. With FNB and Nedbank standard accounts, this is 100 rand to 120 rand per month, over 1,200 rand per year, before you've done a single transaction. The fix? Switch to an account where this is 0 to 7 rand. Capitec, TymeBank, FNB easy. There is no justification for paying 120 rand per month just to have a bank account in 2025. 5. Debit order rejections. When a debit order fails because you don't have sufficient funds, the bank charges you, sometimes twice. First, the rejection fee from your bank, 80 to 150 rand. Second, the resubmission fee when the debit order tries again. Some creditors also charge you an administration fee on top of that. The fix? Set up a low balance alert at 500 rand above your expected debit order total. Never let your account drop below your safety buffer. If you're in a tight month, call the creditor in advance. Most will pause a debit order once without penalty if you ask before the run date. 6. Card replacement fees. Lost your card? Damaged it? Your bank will charge you 100 rand to 200 rand to issue a new one. This feels unavoidable, but it's often avoidable. The fix? Use a digital wallet like Apple Pay or Google Pay as your primary payment method. Your physical card becomes a backup, not your daily instrument. Less wear, less risk of loss, fewer replacements. 7. Insufficient funds fees. Different from debit order rejections. This is the fee triggered when you try to make a purchase or payment and your account doesn't have enough. Banks charge between R50 and R130 per incident. The fix? This is a budgeting fix, not a banking fix. But switching to a bank with a free app and real-time notifications makes it dramatically easier to track your balance. You can't manage what you can't clearly see. Summary of all 7. 7 fee generators and their fixes. ATM withdrawals go digital, bulk withdraw. Manual teller app-only banking. SMS notifications switch to push notifications. Monthly admin switch banks. Debit order rejections, buffer plus low balance alerts. Card replacement, use digital wallet. Insufficient funds, real-time tracking, budgeting. Purposeful, action-oriented, think montage music. Motivating, but calm. You've got this. Stock footage. Someone on their phone opening an app, filling out a form, checking documents, smiling at a completed process. Okay, you know what it costs. You know what's available. Now let's talk about what it actually takes to switch, because this is where most people stall. They think it's complicated. They think it'll take weeks. They think they'll lose a payment or miss a debit order. The reality? If you're organized, this is a 5 to 7 day process. Here is the exact step-by-step. Step 1. Choose your new bank. Before you do anything else, decide where you're going. For most South Africans, the decision comes down to 3 options. Capitec, if you want a physical branch network, ATM access, and very low fees. TymeBank, if you're almost entirely digital and want to pay close to 0. FNB Easy, if you want to stay in the FNB ecosystem for app familiarity, but stop paying check account fees. Pick one. Go to their website or app store. Download the app. The next steps are done inside it. Step 2. Gather your FICA documents. FICA is South Africa's Financial Intelligence Center Act. It requires banks to verify your identity. You'll need your South African ID, green barcode ID book, or smart ID card. Proof of residence dated within the last 3 months. A utility bill, bank statement, or official letter with your address. Your existing bank details, account number, branch code for debit order transfers. With Capitec and TymeBank, you can complete FICA entirely in-app using your phone camera. No branch visit required in most cases. Step 3. Open the new account. Open the account digitally. This typically takes 10 to 20 minutes. You'll be verified, issued an account number, and in some cases receive a virtual card immediately. Your physical card will arrive within 5 to 7 business days. Do not close your old account yet. Step 4. List all your debit orders. This is the most important admin step. Log into your old bank's app and write down or screenshot every active debit order. Who collects it? How much? What date of the month? Common ones to look for: DSTV, gym, medical aid, life insurance, car insurance, streaming services, store accounts, school fees, bond repayments. Do not skip this. A missed debit order on an insurance policy could lapse your cover. Step 5. Update your debit orders. Contact each service provider. Most have an online form or app option, and update your banking details to your new account. Priority order. Start with the highest stakes ones: medical aid, insurance, bond, or rent. Do these first, even before the others. Allow 5 to 10 business days for changes to take effect. If a debit order run date is coming up in the next 7 days, keep funds in your old account for that cycle. Step 6. Redirect your salary. Contact your employer's HR or payroll department and give them your new account details: account number, branch code, or universal branch code, and bank name. This typically requires a formal letter or completed payroll form. Ask HR what their deadline is. Payroll changes usually need to be submitted 5 to 10 days before the pay run. Once your salary goes into the new account, you're functionally switched. Step 7. Monitor and close. Run both accounts in parallel for 1 full month. This is your safety net. If any debit order pulls from the old account, you'll catch it. After 1 clean month, no unexpected debits, salary landing in the new account, you can close the old account. Call your old bank's customer service line or go into a branch. Get written confirmation of closure. Done. Total time: 1 month of parallel running. Total effort: maybe 3 to 5 hours of admin spread across 2 weeks. The return: 300 to 650 Rand per month, every month, for the rest of your banking life. Let me bring this back to where we started. Open your last bank statement. Find the fees line. Multiply it by 12. By 20 years. Compound it. That number, whether it's 200,000 or 500,000 Rand, that is not a hypothetical. That is your money, moving, slowly, from your wealth to your bank's revenue. Month by month. Fee by fee. The banks are not doing anything illegal. They told you the fee. You agreed to the account. The system is working exactly as designed. The question is, whose side of the system are you on? Switching banks will not make you a millionaire overnight, but it is one of the highest return, lowest effort financial decisions you can make. For 100 Rand a month redirected into a unit trust. Consistently. For 20 years. That's the kind of thing that changes what retirement looks like. It's not exciting. There's no app that makes it sexy, but it is real, and it is available to you right now. The best time to switch was the day you opened that account. The second best time is today. One thing before you go. Drop a comment below. How much are you currently paying in bank fees per month? Just a number is fine. I want to see what people are actually experiencing out there, and your answer might end up in a future video. If this was useful, share it with one person who's still paying full fees. That's the best thing you can do. Subscribe if you want more real South African money content. No fluff, no American examples that don't apply here, just the actual numbers. I'm Manel. If you enjoyed watching this video, please like and subscribe for more. See you in the next one.